Okay, so I know you have a lot going on and you have a ton to do. And my last rebroadcast got shut off because my battery died. So if this one cuts off, then I'll have to scope this topic later. But I wanted to talk to you guys about doing it all and keeping your shit together, because it feels like it's virtually impossible, right? You have a long laundry list of things to do, goals to crush, work to do, people to see. It seems like there's so much to do. So I wanted to share a few thoughts and a few tips for you guys to help you delegate more and do less. Because here's the thing, if you're on social media like I am, hey Nicole and Maddox, I want you to know that it's very easy to start comparing yourself to other successful people online, on social media. Thanks for sharing. But you have to realize that if you start comparing yourself to other people's highlight reel, you're going to feel very discouraged. I know if you start going onto my social media and comparing yourself to everything that I'm doing or everything that it seems like I'm doing, creating graphics, running a website, running 2 businesses, shuffling 3 kids around, and keeping a happy marriage together, like how is that possible? How do you do it all and not go crazy? Well, you don't. You can't. You can't do it all. It's impossible. Yes, run your own race, but realize that other people who seem like they're super successful and super have it together, they have a super team behind them, backing them up and doing all of those little things that they might not be so great at. So, for example, making graphics and stuff for your business and doing the marketing, that's something that can be delegated out. If it takes you 14 hours to build a website or to figure out hashtags or to write a blog, like delegate that out. Don't feel bad about it, okay? Delegate it out. And I know as women, a lot of the times we really struggle with letting things go and giving up control, especially when it comes to things like your house, right? Cleaning your house, doing your laundry. You have a certain way that you like your towels folded and your socks put together. Well, get over it, because your time is worth so much more than $10 an hour. You could pay somebody $10 an hour to come in 2 hours a week, $20 to do your laundry, to cycle through the laundry, fold it, put it up, make the beds, maybe run a vacuum over the floor. You can think about how much you get done on your house in 1 hour. Okay. Now think about paying somebody $10 to do all of that work. Okay. So here's my first tip on delegation. If you're like, ooh, that sounds great. Like I never thought about that. I could pay somebody $10 an hour to come in a few hours a week and probably do a better job than I would do. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Here's what I did. I went to, I've seen this commercial on TV too, and I never really pay attention to commercials because I'm like, if it has a commercial, I'm not buying it. But if you go to care.com, this is a really cool website to help you find house cleaners, nannies, an assistant. I mean, all kinds of different help. But what you do is you create an account for free, you go on there and you post your job. So you post, be specific about what you're looking for. I'm looking for someone to come in 2-3 hours a week for a 90-day trial period. Or you could just say, I just need somebody to come in for 3 months. They don't know if it works out, then I'm sure that they would extend it, right? So set a time, say I'm looking for someone to come in for the next 3 months, 2 hours a week, just to help me with my laundry and keep myself tidy. Now, what I can do then with those 2 hours, because believe me, I'm worth more than $10 an hour, right? And then I'm also helping somebody else that could probably use the money and needs a job. So delegate out those things. This is my tip. Delegate out those things that you really don't like to do. Like, I don't like cleaning toilets. I don't like folding laundry. I don't like doing dishes. I do them, but I also pay to have somebody come in and help with those things, especially like the deep cleaning. So ladies, don't be too prideful to ask for help. And tell your husband, if your husband like, we ain't got money to spend on that. Again, let's do this. Let's try it for a month and see how much more I can get done and how much income I can start generating with those extra 2-3 hours a week. Even if you don't own your own business, the fact that you could start creating something to generate more income for yourself and your family, that can be done in 2 hours a week. Okay. I started my coaching business on less than that. You don't have to have a lot of time. So that's my first thing is care.com. Go post a job on there and people will apply to your job. You can go read the reviews, read about their previous jobs. They have like their whole little resume on there, and then you can pick the best candidates. And then what I did was I picked a few and then I interviewed them in person. So you treat it like a real job. The second thing, especially for more business type tasks that you want to get done, is check out Elance. I love Elance. You can pay people $3, $4 an hour to create graphics, to run your Instagram account, to run your Facebook business page, to blog post for you, to find followers for you, like $2 to $3 an hour. Like you pay somebody over in the Philippines, pay someone over in Indonesia to do this stuff. That's a lot for them. So consider using Elance. So care.com and Elance. The third thing is think about who you already have around you, your friends, family, people that you could probably barter services with and help them earn some extra income maybe, or just barter services. But you have friends and family and teammates that are super talented and gifted in so many ways. So let them do what they're really great at, and maybe you can barter services for what you're really great at. Start looking around at the people around you and see if there are people who have talents and gifts that could help serve you, that you could also help serve them. So barter out and delegate out to your team. And the last thing that I just want to encourage you guys to do to help you do it all, I really want you to look at everything that you're doing and really put some things in perspective and prioritize everything that you're doing, because chances are you're probably doing a lot of things that are not really serving your priorities, serving your goals. So if you're spending a lot of time wasting it surfing the news feed on Facebook, like where are you spending your time? If you feel like you can't get it all done, or there's so much more that you want to do that you need to make time for, maybe do a time analysis and time track your days for like a solid 3, 4, 5 days and see where you're really spending your time. And you can do this through your Google Calendar or simply write it down on paper, but really track and see where you're investing your time, because you probably have a lot more time than you realize. And if you don't, then it's time to start freeing up some more time for yourself so that you can really start doing more of the things that you really enjoy. So on today's SparkScope, I want to encourage you guys to delegate out more, remove things from your plate, simplify your life. And if you love this and you're watching the replay, tap those hearts. Let me know that this is helpful and motivating for you. And guess what? I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning for our SparkScope on Thursday. I'm off to get my workout in. I will just got clawed by this cat up my leg. Say bye, Roxy. Okay, bye guys. I'll see you tomorrow.